Hello, this is Spikey Drummer, and I'm 100% relieved to be out of school. So to kick the summer off, I felt like it would be a good idea to work a little bit more on the side of double bass. I've had a whole lot of requests for how to get the quick double bass patterns and all that such, so here we go. Okay, so to kick things off, I'm just going to explain right up front, we're not doing much with the hands in these videos. All I'm going to be having to do with the different techniques that we're about to work with is just your normal 4/4 pattern up here, just like this. Nothing's going on with the hands, basically. All we're going to be working on today is speeding up your feet. So I'm going to give you a couple exercises that can also actually cross over as breakdown patterns. Some pretty awesome breakdown patterns too. But anyways, let's just get started with the very first one, and then we'll move to the next one, and then yeah. Okay, for our first double bass practice, you're just going to be counting 4 hits on the double bass and then 10 hits on the double bass. So if you can just kind of sit there without playing anything and just kind of figure out what it's going to feel like to play 4 hits like this. There's 4. And then of course your 10 hits, which is like this. Alright, so when you fit it into the drum beat, it's actually going to sound a little bit better than just, sitting here and working with your bass. Okay, so now that you're feeling comfortable with the 2 different increments that we're going to be playing on the double bass, it's time to fit those into a drum beat. Now, playing really slow, it feels really good, feels like a pretty solid breakdown, and I'll show you what that's going to sound like at a really slow speed. And it's going to start with the 4, and then go to the 10, and then the 4, then the 4, and then a 10 again, and it's going to keep looping like that, so here we go. I know you can absolutely headbang to this if they had guitars, bass, and somebody, belting out some huge scream. That's really awesome, but if you notice, this is a pretty lengthy stream of double bass patterns if you're not used to playing full out 100% through a song double bass. So the 4 is kind of to get you started, and the 10 is to kind of work on your endurance. So 4 will be power, 10 will be endurance. I want you to focus on hitting these double bass really hard, getting them solid and on time. Okay, so be sure when you're playing this and when you're getting ready to speed this up to gauge yourself. Don't start at the slowest speed and then blast your way all the way to the highest you can possibly think of going, because that's how you're going to tear yourself apart. The best way to practice for double bass speed and endurance is to start slow and work your way up. I don't know how many emails a day I get, a whole bunch of emails each and every day asking how can I improve my double bass speed and endurance. Well, this is how. You start slow and you speed your way up slowly and gradually. Let me show you what it's going to sound like at a really high speed, and then you guys can find the speeds in between. Alright, for our next exercise, we're going to work on double bass bursts. These are really cool, really fast, and perfect for breakdowns, but especially perfect for practicing double bass power and speed. This isn't really going to work with your endurance because you have rests in between, but it is going to work on your speed, absolutely, 100%. So, anyways, here we go. What I want you to do is completely knock out the set of 10, and just have consecutive sets of 4 hits on the bass, just like this. Alright, so when you're used to playing the consecutive 4s on the double bass, you can kind of get an idea of how this is going to get really strenuous on your legs if you start speeding it up. So, remember, like I said before, start slow and work your way up, and then it's going to sound something like this when you start getting really quick with it. Okay, so congratulations, you now know a few ways to work on double bass speed, agility, endurance, and whatnot, and you got some pretty sick, nasty breakdown beats that you can burn cars with. I just wanted to really quick talk to you about double bass technique. I always play heels up, and that's something that's very important, and I'm going to post a video pretty soon about showing you guys how to play double bass from like a bass camera view, but I'm always playing with my heels up, and there's reasons for this. I've got a double bass or single pedal slide technique, and that's something that really helps me out with my drum playing, and I prefer it over heel toe, way beyond heel toe I feel like. And if you play heels up, you can start working with this technique, and you have a lot more power and a lot more speed. So anyways, when you're playing these, remember, I'm working from heels up. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all the views and all the subscriptions. You guys are awesome, and I will see you next time.